Hi everyone! I bet you didn't know you can eat organic and local without spending a fortune. We're not giving away thousands of dollars, but we are going to show you how to save thousands of dollars on food. That's right, we're talking about eating organic and local on a budget. I know, it sounds impossible. Organic food is expensive, right? Well, it doesn't have to be. There are tons of ways to eat healthy without breaking the bank. We're talking farmers markets, growing your own food, and so much more. So, if you're ready to start saving money and eating healthier, then keep watching. This is going to be epic. First up, let's talk about farmers markets. These places are like the holy grail of fresh local produce. And the best part? The prices are usually way better than what you'd find at a grocery store. Think about it. When you buy from a supermarket, you're paying for shipping, storage, and all sorts of other costs. But at a farmer's market, you're buying directly from the source. That means the food is fresher, tastier, and oftentimes cheaper. Plus, you get to support local farmers, which is always a good thing. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mr. Walter, farmers markets are only open on certain days, and you're right, but that's actually a good thing. It forces you to plan your meals ahead of time and make the most of the fresh produce you buy. No more impulse buys at the grocery store. Plus, you can often find some amazing deals at the end of the day, when vendors are trying to sell off their remaining stock. And hey, farmers markets aren't just about fruits and veggies. You can find all sorts of amazing local products, like honey, jams, baked goods, and even handmade crafts. It's a great way to support your local community and discover new and exciting foods. Who knows, you might even find your new favorite snack. So next time you're looking for fresh, affordable produce, skip the grocery store and head to your local farmer's market. You won't regret it. Alright, next up, let's talk about buying in season. This is one of the easiest ways to save money on organic produce. When fruits and vegetables are in season, it means they're at their peak freshness and flavor. They're also more abundant, which drives down the price. Think about it. Strawberries in December have to be shipped from halfway across the world. That means more fuel, more refrigeration, and ultimately, a higher price tag. But when you buy strawberries in the summer, when they're in season locally, you're getting the freshest, tastiest berries at a fraction of the cost. Plus, you're supporting local farmers. And it's not just strawberries. Every fruit and vegetable has its season. So get to know what's in season in your area and plan your meals accordingly. Trust me, once you start eating seasonally, you'll never go back. The difference in taste and quality is insane. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mr. Walter, what am I supposed to do in the winter when nothing's in season? Well, that's where freezing and preserving come in. When fruits and veggies are at their peak, buy in bulk and freeze them for later. You can also can or pickle them to enjoy year-round. It's a great way to stock up on your favorite produce and save money in the long run. Plus, you'll always have delicious, healthy ingredients on hand. Alright guys, you want to know the ultimate hack for eating organic on a budget? Grow your own food. Yeah, you heard me right. It's like having a free grocery store right in your backyard, or even on your windowsill. I know what you're thinking. Mr. Walter, I'm not a farmer. And you know what? You don't have to be. Trust me, if I can grow something, anyone can. Plus, think of the bragging rights. You'll be the king or queen of organic, locally sourced meals. Imagine this. You step outside, pluck a ripe tomato still warm from the sun, and boom! Instant salad. Or picture this. You're cooking up a storm in the kitchen. Reach for some fresh basil. But it's not just any basil. It's basil grown with your own two hands. That's the magic of growing your own food, people. It's fresher, it's tastier, and it's way cheaper than buying organic at the store. Plus, you get the satisfaction of knowing exactly where your food came from. No pesticides, no crazy transportation costs, just pure organic goodness. Now, before you run out and buy a whole farm, let's start small. You don't need acres of land to grow your own food. Even a tiny apartment can become a mini farm with a little creativity. First things first, decide what you want to grow. Tomatoes, lettuce, herbs, they're all great options for beginners. Once you've chosen your crops, it's time to get your hands dirty. Literally. You can start from seeds or grab some baby plants from your local nursery. Next up, find the perfect spot for your garden. Whether it's a sunny windowsill, a balcony, or a patch of backyard, make sure your plants get plenty of sunlight and water. Oh, and don't forget to give them some love and attention. Talk to them, sing to them, whatever it takes to help them grow big and strong. Remember, gardening is a marathon, not a sprint. You might not have a green thumb right away, and that's okay. Even if you only grow a few herbs or a couple of tomatoes, you're still saving money and eating healthier. Plus, you'll be amazed at how rewarding it feels to grow your own food. Okay, I hear some of you saying, Mr. Walter, I can barely keep a houseplant alive, let alone a whole garden. Don't worry, I got you covered. Let's talk about the easiest way to dip your toes into the wonderful world of gardening. An indoor herb garden. Seriously, it doesn't get any easier than this. Grab a few small pots, some organic potting soil, and your favorite herb seeds or starter plants. Basil, mint, parsley, cilantro. They all thrive indoors with minimal effort. Find a sunny windowsill, water your herbs regularly, and watch them flourish. Before you know it, you'll be snipping fresh herbs to add flavor to all your meals. Talk about a game changer. No more expensive, wilted herbs from the grocery store. Just pure, fresh flavor at your fingertips. And hey, if you're feeling really ambitious, you can even try growing other veggies indoors. Lettuce, spinach, even peppers and tomatoes can thrive in pots with the right care. So what are you waiting for? Let's get growing. All right, guys, so you want to eat organic but your wallet's looking a little thinner than you'd like? I feel you. That's why I'm hyped to tell you about CSAs. It stands for Community-Supported Agriculture, and it's basically like having a direct line to the freshest, tastiest produce around. Here's how it works. You sign up with a local farm, and then, depending on the farm, you get a weekly or bi-weekly share of whatever they're harvesting. It's like a surprise box of deliciousness delivered straight to your door, except you know it's going to be good, fresh, and good for you. And the best part? CSAs often work out to be way cheaper than buying organic at the store. Plus, you're supporting local farmers, which is a huge win-win. It's like scoring a touchdown for your taste buds and your wallet. So how do you find a CSA near you? It's super easy. Just jump online and search for CSAs near me, and boom! You'll have a whole bunch of options to choose from. Trust me, once you go CSA, you'll never go back. Let me tell you guys, the freshness of CSA produce is on another level. When you're getting veggies straight from the farm, you can really taste the difference. We're talking vine-ripened tomatoes bursting with flavor, crisp lettuce that actually crunches, and carrots so sweet you'd swear they were candy. And because CSAs focus on seasonal produce, you know you're getting the best of the best. Forget about those bland, out-of-season tomatoes you find at the supermarket. CSA produce is the real deal. Plus, knowing where your food comes from and supporting local farmers just feels good. It's like you're part of something bigger, you know? You're investing in your health and your community at the same time. How awesome is that? So ditch the supermarket produce aisle and join a CSA today. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. One of the coolest things about CSAs is the amazing variety of produce you get to try. We're not just talking carrots and potatoes here, people. Depending on the season and the farm, you might get your hands on some seriously unique and delicious stuff. I'm talking purple potatoes, rainbow chard, weird-looking heirloom tomatoes, stuff you've probably never even heard of before. It's like a culinary adventure every time you open your CSA box. And hey, if you get something you're not sure what to do with, don't worry. Most CSAs provide recipes and tips to help you make the most of your weekly haul. It's like having a personal chef guiding you through the world of delicious and healthy eating. So get ready to expand your culinary horizons and discover a whole new world of flavor with a CSA. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you for it. All right, guys, we've talked about all these awesome ways to get your hands on affordable organic food, but now it's time for the real pro-tip meal planning. Trust me, this one simple step can save you a ton of money and prevent food waste, which is a huge win-win in my book. Think about it. How many times have you bought a fridge full of groceries with good intentions, only to have half of it go bad before you could even use it? Been there, done that. But with meal planning, those days are over. Meal planning doesn't have to be complicated. Start by taking a look at your schedule for the week and figuring out how many meals you'll realistically need to cook. Then, browse through recipes and choose meals that sound delicious and use ingredients you already have on hand or can easily get from your CSA or local market. Once you have your meals planned out, make a grocery list and, this is the important part, stick to it. Avoid impulse buys at the store, no matter how tempting they may seem. Remember, you've got a plan, and you're sticking to it. One of the best parts about meal planning is that it often leads to delicious leftovers, which means you've got lunch or dinner for the next day already taken care of. Talk about a time saver. But here's the key. Don't let those leftovers go to waste. Get creative and repurpose them into something new and exciting. Leftover roasted chicken can become chicken salad sandwiches or a hearty soup. Cooked quinoa can be transformed into a breakfast bowl or a salad topper. The possibilities are endless. Pro tip, invest in some good quality food storage containers to keep your leftovers fresh and organized. There's nothing worse than opening up your fridge to a jumbled mess of mystery containers. Keep it tidy, keep it fresh, and you'll be way more likely to actually eat those leftovers. Remember, every time you use up leftovers, you're saving money and reducing food waste. It's like giving yourself a high five for being an eco-conscious champion. Okay guys, let's talk about food waste for a second. It's a huge problem, not just for our wallets but for the planet too. Think about all the resources that go into producing the food we eat. Water, energy, land, it adds up. But the good news is, we can all do our part to reduce food waste. And it starts with being mindful of what we buy and how we use it. Meal planning is a huge step in the right direction. But there are other things we can do too. Get creative with your cooking. Don't be afraid to use up those slightly wilted veggies or that half bunch of herbs before they go bad. Throw them in a stir-fry, blend them into a smoothie, or toss them in a frittata. There are tons of ways to use up those odds and ends and prevent them from ending up in the trash. And speaking of trash, have you considered composting? It's like magic. Instead of throwing away food scraps, you can compost them and turn them into nutrient-rich soil for your garden. It's a win-win for you and the environment. So there you have it, guys. We've gone through a ton of awesome tips and tricks to help you eat organic on a budget. Remember, eating healthy shouldn't break the bank. With a little planning and creativity, you can enjoy fresh, delicious, and nutritious food without spending a fortune. Now I want to hear from you. What are your favorite budget-friendly organic eating tips? Share them in the comments below and let's inspire each other to live healthier, more sustainable lives. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content like this. Let's make eating organic the norm, one delicious bite at a time. Peace out.